So last night, Sony revealed the brand new PlayStation 5 with millions of people tuning in worldwide on Twitch and YouTube, and even Mixer having incredible results of viewership with like 100 people. Like, that's insane. Congratulations to Mixer for breaking their record viewership. Now, jokes aside, the PlayStation 5 was indeed revealed and it looked fairly decent, so we're going to look at a few things about it today. But firstly, about the actual design, before anyone asks, I think it's better to just play this 20-second clip from KSI, so roll it.
Look at this PlayStation 5. Look at like a skybox. What the fuck is that? Is that fucking router? Yo, these guys are violating it.
So yeah, while it does look like a Wi-Fi router or something that should have a fat Alienware logo slapped on it, it is the new PlayStation 5. At least it's not like the new Xbox, which looks like something that was throwing balls of paper in from the back of the classroom in like year 8 yelling Kobe. To the uncultured, it's also known as a fucking bin. Anyways, as a PC player, I really don't care about the console wars, and if I was gonna buy a console, I'd probably just buy the one that I prefer myself. Now, this does not mean that I'm gonna be buying a PS5, but I've considered it, and just like I considered buying the PS4 to play a few exclusives, and well, I still haven't got a PS4, so it's probably going to go the same way. There's also been a lot of discussion about the tech specs of the two consoles, and those are quite interesting, but please don't fall for the goddamn teraflops and stuff that they advertise you like it really doesn't matter as much as you think. And despite whatever Twitter's saying, no, the PS5 will not be running games at 4K, 60 FPS with full ray tracing enabled, it's not going to happen. The only possibility that would happen is if the actual console cost about $2.5 grand, because even top-end PCs still struggle somewhat with ray tracing since it's quite a new technology. But ray tracing is a feature of the PS5, so how is it going to be implemented so that it runs well? Well, just watch this clip.
Hi, I'm Marcus Smith, Creative Director at Insomniac Games. The entire studio is so excited to be able to share with you a first ever look at Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, a brand new, full-length, interdimensional adventure built from the ground up for the PlayStation 5. We're doing things we've never been able to do before, like use dimensional rifts to be able to leap from planet to planet nearly instantly, or put ray trace reflections on Clank.
So that is a statement from the devs of the new Ratchet & Clank game, which honestly by the trailer looks pretty good, and the Ratchet & Clank games of the past have been pretty good. But he's talking about things they've never been able to do before, and he finally mentions ray tracing, because no other dev has really mentioned ray tracing in the whole reveal. And what are they going to use it for? They're going to add reflection to Clank. That's it. It's literally just a marketing ploy. Devs are going to use ray tracing for one thing, like Clank. They're going to use it for some river. They're going to use it for like a piece of armor that you unlock at the end of the game, and they're going to slap a massive ray tracing logo on their box. And they're going to spend the upcoming months to the actual console's release and the game's release talking about how amazing ray tracing is, just so they can sell you the game and so you believe that it's the most amazing technology. While it is a pretty good technology, it's really not as amazing as they make it out to be, and it's also extremely hardware taxing, so you're not going to have a fully ray traced game unless it's something not too complicated and runs at 30 FPS. On to some more positive notes, some pretty cool looking games were announced. The main example for me personally is probably the new Spider-Man game, which instead of being Spider-Man 2 following Peter Parker, it's going to be following the Miles Morales story, who is obviously the protagonist from Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, which is a movie that I honestly love, and I think it's one of the greatest animated movies ever. And it's a nice change from Peter Parker always being Spider-Man, I guess. But yeah, if anything, the Spider-Man game is most likely the game that's going to make me buy the PS5 if the price is actually right for it, because there have been leaks and speculations that it's going to cost up to like £700 or something ridiculous, or at least a lot more than the average console price has been for the past few years on release. Obviously we don't know because they haven't released the price or even the complete release date for the console itself yet. On a side note, it is cool that you can get a version without a disc drive. Hopefully it's a bit cheaper than the one with, but we'll see. Something else that was really cool is the new remastered Demon's Souls game. Demon's Souls was originally a game released on the PS3 and it got extremely good reviews and was really popular, and it basically gave birth to the whole like Dark Souls, Bloodborne-esque genre of hard punishing games focusing on combat. And while not being a complete successor, Dark Souls was heavily influenced by Demon's Souls, and with remastered graphics and remastered controls, the game could generally become amazing, even surpassing the original. And last but not least, there's going to be a new Resident Evil 8 Village, which by the trailer, let me just show you a few clips here.
No, friendly. Who are you? Who sent you? What are? They're coming. Who is?
looks pretty fucking cool. Then again, it's a Resident Evil game, you can't really go wrong. Except for that one like DS one, but that we don't talk about that. Or was it the Game Boy? I can't remember. It was the one on the ship, if you know, you know. Oh, I nearly forgot, there was this weird Bug Snacks game which just looks like the strangest shit. Just look at this trailer. Yeah, I really don't know what to say about this fucking game, but I mean, it's a thing. I don't want it to be a thing. It looks terrifying. And I think that's going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. I'm trying to hit 1k by the end of the year, so it'd be greatly appreciated if you could help me out. And once again, thank you very much for watching. It's been Zipsin. Have a good day and goodbye.